Hi there! Come join me for a fun idea on how to add impact to your next memory keeping layout featuring the new Craft Your Life Project Kit chocolate flowers. So see you in a bit. Hi there, and welcome to a new episode of Inspired by a Card with Nathalie. Today we're working with the new Craft Your Life Project Kit chocolate flowers to create our layout, and this set is a must-have. So the inspiration for this is actually going to be a two-part. One is going to come from that acrylic or acetate page that I created, and the second one is going to be from this card from Natasha from the blog hub. So I'm going to start by creating a panel with the die, because what I want to do is I want to cover the back of what I already have created for my album. So I cut my panel to around 5.5 inches wide by around 6 inches in height, and I'm going to put it through my machine. I'm using a fresh plate at the bottom because I want the back of this die to be kind of clean. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the back of my acetate, think a bit of a dashboard, with this new, with the back of the leftover piece of the, think of it as a zero waste chocolate flower die. And I make sure that I cut it to size, and I'm gonna glue, like I said, I'm adding the glue to the front of it because I want the back of it to show, and that's gonna cover any imperfection and any tape that I added to the acetate. So that's, I just want to keep like a clean look. Once I have that, I'm actually going to set that aside and work on the second part. Think of it as two cards that I'm going to put together here. Now for the second part, I'm going to apologize. You're going to see that by mistake, I hit the camera and didn't realize that I had moved the lens until today when I edited the video. So my apologies. But I'm going to, even like though it's a little bit blurry, I'm going to show you what I did. I am using the colors from the Cherry Blossom Fresh Dye Inks. I'm going to use all 4 colors to color my panel, because if you look at the card that Natasha created, she has kind of an ombre effect or her embossed area. So I'm going to do the same. So I just use my ink blending brushes, and I'm just adding color going from the lightest, which is Pink Diamond, to the darkest, which is Ruby Light, and kind of that formation. Once I have that, I'm going to go ahead and use the embossing folder to actually create that look. And think of it as like a chocolate bar. So I love the fact that it repeats because it's a linear design. So I'm able to create an extended look of an embossed area. So I embossed actually an 11 by 5.5 inch piece of paper. I'm going to trim it to 5 by 5.5, to 7 by 5.5. So now I'm going to set my, my background to dry, and I'm going to work on the opposite side. Like I said, it's a kind of a two-part, they go hand in hand. So when I created the front of this acetate sheet, I actually added a piece of vellum to just kind of create a little bit of separation between the die and, the little globe. So I'm going to do the same. And I'm using the Ornate Nesting Die for that. So I went ahead and cut it a vellum. I'm going to glue it right on top of the other one on the back of the page. And then I embossed a circle using the Craft Your Life chocolate flowers embossing folder, and I'm going to set it right on the center. That's going to cover pretty much the back of my card. I'm going to set that to the side, and I'm going to start until everything sets. I'm going to start working on the flowers. So here's when I draw inspiration again from Natasha's card. She used like really saturated greens for her leaves, so I'm using colors from the Jade Dream fresh inks, and I'm also going to use the same colors from the Cherry Blossom just to color the centers of the flowers. And you're going to see that I went really light for the flowers, and I kind of very punchy for the little centers. Now when Natasha created her card, she used an entire panel for her card panel. I am actually going to use the stamp to create kind of a background for my picture. So you're going to see that I am not using a block to stamp, I'm using my hand, and that's going to create kind of a distressed, kind of broken look on that stamp. And I'm using actually a little bit of Pinkalicious to stamp, and I just want that because think of it as adding pattern paper, but I'm stamping it for making sure that my picture pops from the background. Once I have that, I'm going to set my picture, I'm going to glue it, making sure that a little bit of the stamping that I added shows up. Once I have that, I'm going to add, you're going to see that I added the bottom of my, the embossed panel is going to sit at the bottom. So the picture is going to sit between the stamped panel and the embossed panel. So you see both parts of the set, I'm gonna say the Crafty Life project kit in one single page. Now here's when I want to start working on my flowers, and I love the fact that Natasha created kind of a little swag. So I'm using the same idea. I'm using kind of a crescent moon, because you're gonna see there's my sister and my brother-in-law on one of their vacations, and they're sitting in like this crescent moon shape. So I thought it would be a good idea to mimic it on the florals. And all I'm doing is just layering two of the florals, gluing it together. That's what I'm keeping it like super white, because then the background is gonna pop, the flowers are gonna pop, the green of the leaves are gonna pop too, and you're gonna see that it's super simple. I am just going to kind of, like I said, create, like, think of it as a crescent moon at the bottom right corner of my picture. So I have that. I'm gonna set it to the side, and I'm gonna work on the opposite side, which is the acetate page. So I want to bring the idea of the crescent moon to the left of the page. So I'm gonna go the same. I'm gonna use the circumference of that embossed circle to create my swag, and I'm going to repeat the same florals, but I'm going to keep them not as much dimensions. You're going to see that I'm gluing everything straight to my page. I don't want dimension. And then one of the things that I love about Natasha's card, that she used like black to bring, like, you know, the sentiments. So I am pulling sentiments from the Sunny Greetings press plate, and I'm also using this is the new Blossoming Floral Swag embossing plate to bring some of those sentiments. I'm gonna add them here so that one sits on top of the picture, one sits right next to the left of the picture, and there's another one in the title. So I'm tying the black pops, the black pop colors, should I say, together with these sentiments. Now I am adding a little bit of extra pops of color using enamel dots. I am using Blushberry Bliss for the flowers on the left hand side of my spread, and tones of Jade Dreams for enamel dots for the florals on the right hand side of my page. And that's about it. There's a space for my journaling, and I love this set because I think it creates such a versatile ideas for your projects, and I hope you enjoy this. As always, you can find all the details of this in the blog, and you can leave me any comment if you have any questions. I apologize for the video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more beautiful content, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, guys.
Hello there! Did that video just spark your creativity? And do you want more project ideas and inspiration videos too? Well, if you do, please make sure that you subscribe to the Altenew YouTube channel. Also, make sure that you do click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye!